Today, we're taking you on an extraordinary journey to the origins of the Yoruba people, one of the most influential cultures in Africa. We're talking about the legend of Oduduwa, the divine ancestor and founder of the Yoruba civilization. From the creation of the earth to the rise of powerful kingdoms, Oduduwa's story is one of courage, wisdom, and destiny. So get comfortable as we unravel this ancient tale that still inspires millions today. Long before the world as we know it was formed, there was only chaos. The heavens, Orin, where the gods resided, were separate from the turbulent waters of the earth below. Aiye, the supreme god, Olodumare, watched over both realms, knowing that the time had come to bring order to the world of mortals. The orishas, divine beings entrusted with various aspects of creation, awaited Olodumare's command. Among them were Oduduwa, the wise and courageous, and his brother Obatala, who possessed the power of creation. They were destined to shape the world, yet their paths would diverge in ways that none could foresee. In Orun, the gods gathered in a great council. Olodumare, seated on a throne woven from the stars themselves, spoke, "The time has come to bring order to Aiye. A great land must be formed where life can thrive, and humanity must be born. Who among you will lead this mission?" It was Obatala who first stepped forward, confident in his ability to craft and shape life. But Olodumare saw something deeper, beyond the physical creation of man. He knew that for the earth to prosper, it needed not just life, but wisdom, structure, and leadership. It was then that Oduduwa was called forward, chosen to oversee the creation of the world and to bring balance between the heavens and the new earth. Olodumare handed Oduduwa the sacred instruments of creation, a bag of soil, a five-toed cockerel, and a long golden chain that reached from the heavens to the watery chaos below. Oduduwa accepted the task with reverence, knowing that this journey would define the destiny of the earth and its people. Oduduwa prepared for his descent to Aiye. He stood at the edge of Orun, the golden chain shimmering in the eternal light of the heavens. With a deep breath, he began his journey, climbing down the chain toward the dark, swirling waters of the earth. As he descended, the chaos below seemed endless, an ocean of uncertainty waiting to be tamed. The descent was perilous. The winds howled, and the waters below roared, as if rejecting the presence of a god. But Oduduwa, calm and resolute, continued until he reached the watery abyss. He stood above it, gazing down into the churning depths, and then he began his sacred work. From the bag Olodumare had given him, Oduduwa poured the soil onto the waters. At first there was nothing, only silence. But soon the soil began to spread, forming the first piece of solid ground. The cockerel, released from its binding, scratched the soil, spreading it further until the land grew vast, creating hills, valleys, and plains. Thus the first land, Ile-Ife, was born, the cradle of human civilization. Oduduwa marveled at the land he had shaped. This was only the beginning, but he knew that his work would lay the foundation for all that was to come. While Oduduwa shaped the earth, Obatala, his brother, sought to fulfill his own mission, creating the first humans. But in his eagerness, Obatala made a grave mistake. He grew weary on his journey and drank from the palm wine that mortals would one day cherish. His mind clouded, and in his drunken state, he began to mold men and women. But they were flawed. Some were incomplete, others deformed. Oduduwa, realizing that the creation of humanity was essential to the earth's prosperity, took the mantle of leadership. He set forth to correct the mistakes, declaring himself the rightful ruler of Aiye, the land he had shaped. This sparked a conflict between the two brothers, for Obatala believed that the creation of mankind was his sole right. The struggle between them was fierce, with the earth itself trembling as the gods clashed over its future. But in the end, Olodumare decreed that Oduduwa would rule the earth, while Obatala would be tasked with shaping the future of humankind. Oduduwa, now the king of the newly formed land, established his reign in Ile-Ife. The land flourished under his guidance, and Obatala continued to create humanity with care and precision. With the earth now solid and life beginning to thrive, Oduduwa turned his attention to building a society rooted in order and wisdom. Ile-Ife, the first city, grew into a center of culture, art, and knowledge. It became the heart of the Yoruba civilization, a city where the divine and mortal realms intertwined. Oduduwa, seeing the need for governance and structure, fathered many children, each blessed with his wisdom and strength. He sent them to distant lands to establish new kingdoms, spreading the light of Ile-Ife to the far corners of the earth. According to Yoruba oral history and tradition, Oduduwa is believed to have had 7 principal children, though the exact number varies slightly across different versions of the legend. Each of these children became founders or rulers of powerful Yoruba kingdoms, spreading the influence of Oduduwa's legacy across the region. Most commonly mentioned children are Oranmiyan, became the ruler of Oyo, and also had influence in the Benin kingdom. Olowu, founder and ruler of the Owu kingdom. Alaketu, founder and ruler of Ketu. Onisabe, founder and ruler of the Sabi kingdom. Onipopo, founder and ruler of Popo. Oba of Benin, Ekaladerhan. Some sources say Oduduwa's lineage influenced the Benin kingdom through Oranmiyan, but a version of the story links Oduduwa's son directly to Benin, Onirun, founder and ruler of the Arad kingdom. Among his descendants was Oranmiyan, a fierce warrior and statesman who would later become one of the greatest kings in Yoruba history, extending the influence of Oduduwa's legacy far beyond the boundaries of Ile-Ife. Through his children, Oduduwa's vision for the world flourished. His bloodline carried the mantle of kingship, and his descendants became the Obas, kings and queens who ruled with the divine authority passed down from their ancestors. Oduduwa's journey is not just a story of creation, it is a story of leadership, wisdom, and responsibility. His ability to bring order to chaos, to shape a thriving world out of nothingness, is a testament to the power of resilience and vision. But there is more to his tale than divine might. The struggle between Oduduwa and Obatala teaches us that even the gods are not immune to conflict and failure. Obatala's fall from grace and Oduduwa's rise as a leader remind us that humility is key to greatness. The ability to accept responsibility, to forgive, and to learn from mistakes is what shapes true leaders. Moreover, Oduduwa's legacy lives on through his descendants, a reminder that the actions of one can echo through generations. His vision did not end with his reign. It continues to shape the lives and culture of the Yoruba people today. The lessons of unity, leadership, and resilience that Oduduwa embodied remain vital not only to the Yoruba people, but to all who seek to create lasting change in the world. As the years passed and Oduduwa's work on earth neared completion, it is said that the great king ascended back to Oran, joining the ranks of the eternal gods. But his spirit remained in Ile-Ife, where the Yoruba people built shrines in his honor, venerating him as the divine ancestor, the father of kings and the bringer of light. And so, Oduduwa's story lives on, a tale passed from generation to generation. His name is spoken with reverence not just as a figure of myth, but as the heart and soul of an entire people. His legacy reminds us that even in the face of chaos and conflict, with wisdom, humility, and vision, we can shape a future of greatness. And that brings us to the end of the epic story of Oduduwa, the father of kings and the bringer of light. Through his wisdom, humility, and leadership, Oduduwa not only shaped the world, but left a legacy that lives on in Yoruba culture and beyond. Thank you for watching. Till next time.